Hey guys, so today I'm playing this new hero that was just released in Honor Kings, and he has a lot of similarity with Ling. They both have very high mobility and, more importantly, the unique ability to jump on walls. But there are definitely some differences, so let's play a couple of games and I will talk more about his skills as the game progresses.
Welcome to Friday Frenzy! Surprise! Enemy minions will arrive in 5 seconds!
I'm no hero, and I don't
All
believe
forces, move out!
His passive allows him to jump onto walls and walk on them. While on the walls, he gains movement speed, and unlike Ling, he can actually attack while on top of the walls. His basic attacks becomes ranged, although he does attack a bit slower in his ranged form.
Shatter!
An enemy. Double kill.
Jade, no need to make a fuss. Yep.
His first skill allows him to dash and deal damage to enemies in his path and launch them. It enhances his next 2 basic attacks, and those enhanced attacks deal extra damage and restore health. And this is usually how you jump off the walls and engage the enemies.
Double kill. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
His second skill is his jumping skill to the walls. Honestly, I think his passive and second skill should just combine and be one skill. I think they should add a different passive skill for him. His ultimate deals damage and marks nearby enemies. Using the skill again unleashes 4 strikes of damage and restores his health. If a marked enemy's HP is below a certain threshold, the last strike deals lethal damage, like Execute.
Double kill.
Amazing!
An ally has been slain. Your team has
His basic combo is 2, 1, ult, basic attack, ult.
An ally has been slain. Legendary.
First, use skill 2 to jump onto a wall, then use skill 1 to jump off and launch enemies, followed by the first phase of his ultimate to mark them. Use his 2 enhanced basic attacks and then second phase of his ult to deal the lethal damage. If you have marked multiple targets with his ult and they are low on HP, you can kill them all with the second phase of his skills, and it doesn't matter if they are far from you.
An ally has been slain.
Skill not
Fine
ready.
prince leaps gracefully, like he's treading on jade.
It's really important to focus on farming in the early game, since you want to be able to 1v1 against any of the opponent's DPS. But if you have fallen behind, you should consider building tanky items. This way you will still be able to contribute a lot to the team, even if your farm was not the smoothest.
Be a hero, but here we are.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yep. Flying across rooftops. Yep. Fly!
What I like more about this hero than Ling is that he can actually attack while he's on top of a wall. And he can even fly to the outer walls at the border of the map. I didn't know there are walls around the map until now.
Killing spree. Legendary. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Double kill. Triple kill.
Of course I have a
Ace.
palace full of jades, but I only collect them because they're pretty.
An ally has been slain. Legendary. An enemy has been slain. Aced.
Spitting jade.
Skill not ready.
Victory.
Welcome to Friday Frenzy.
Another thing that he might have an upper hand on Ling is that he's not totally dependent on the purple buff because he doesn't use energy.
I prepared something for us.
Blood. An enemy has been slain.
Take a dip. Shatter.
You have slain an enemy.
It's just some broken jade. Fly like the wind. The throne is...
Just like Ling, he can travel across the map at a very fast speed, but doesn't need tons of energy to do so. His second skill has cooldowns and can have 4 charges in total. They recharge pretty quickly as well. I think it's a huge bonus being able to attack while on top of the walls. It allows him to steal enemies' buff a lot easier and be a pest in their jungle. Once you have the upper hand, you can constantly pressure them in their own jungle.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Killing spree.
If someone could really solve...
Team has destroyed a turret.
Just like most assassins in the game, you always want to prioritize their squishy damage dealers, which he is really good at.
Fly like the wind.
Rampage. Rampage. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm enjoying myself. Who cares about right and wrong?
Assemble!
Take a dip. Shatter.
Unstoppable.
Watch the blade. It's expensive.
An enemy has been slain.
Living up to people's expectations is such a pain. It's much better to...
Unstoppable.
Glory Jade. Responsibilities keep me grounded.
Skill not ready.
Legendary.
Why, yes. I guess one could say that my talents might permit.
Godlike. Fabulous.
But what I don't like is the speed of his jumping animation. It feels kinda slow compared to Ling. But maybe they speed it up too much, he will become too OP and be perma-banned. Who knows?
If only could really solve all problems, I wouldn't have a
Another thing that I think they should make adjustment is passive skill. I feel like he's lacking a true passive skill, because his passive just seems to be part of his second skill. Maybe it would be really cool that when he's using his second phase of his ultimate, he becomes invincible for a brief moment, allow him to do some very cool outplays if you time it at the right moment. For those who have seen or play both heroes, which one do you think have the upper hand currently? Let me know in the comment section.